Hi, in this session, we're going to see how you can configure an ESX as a virtual machine inside your VMware workstation. So for that, I am on the VMware workstation. So let's close all the other windows here and can close even this. Okay, so what I can do, the file new virtual machine and go for the advanced, click on next. So let's set it the default one and I'll install the operating system later. VMware ESX. I'm going to select the 7 version here, and yeah, you can name it as an VMware ESX 7 should be fine without any space. And the location, I want to give a different location. I have everything in the C drive earlier. The workstation, I'll create a new folder with the name ESX, and let's put all the files, the virtual machine files over there. Click on next, and let's give it minimum 6 or 8 processes. Let's see, 8 processes should be fine. Or 4 and 2. This looks good. Click on next. And the memory, I'll get 20 GB here. I have 64 GB RAM, so even if I give 20 GB, that should not be a problem for me. So let's go for the next and use the bridge network. Click on next and we go with the default here. And let's go with the uh, like SATA drive as usual. Even nice SCSI should also be fine. Let's go with that. And here create a new virtual disk and store as a single file. And let's see how much free space is available here on my machine. If I go here, I have only 273. So might be I can use up to so let's use around 150 GB and let's see. So let me go with that and use the 150 GB here and store as a single file. Click on next. Yeah, click on next and then finish. And yeah, and now we have to do some additional changes. Right click on that and go to the processor. And here you have to ensure that virtualize in text VX, right? This is selected, okay? You have to select this option and also ensure that in the DVD you are using the browse location. I have already downloaded one file here. You can see that ISO image file. You don't know from where to download, so you can use this link, FTP mirror. I'll share you this link on the chat. So let's go back again and let's select that location. So let me give that location directly. So it's on the software VMware location. Let's go to that location, paste it, and select that ISO image. Click on OK. So you power on the VM. It should start that installing the ESX. Let's see. So it has detected that ISO image file correctly. So that's the reason why you are seeing some progress. Okay, I paused the video for some time. Now I resumed it back. I can see that it is asking for a prompt. Select the operation. Let's continue. So hit it. You have to hit click inside that console and use the tab here. So you need to enter to continue. And so this is a EULA. So F11 to continue. Okay. So I have to press F11 here. So for that I have to point the cursor inside that. And click on F11. So it has detected that 150 GB drive. So selected disk to install or upgrade. So we are okay with that. So what you can do, uh, so you can continue to hit enter. So it's asking me to select the keyboard language. The default is okay for me. Hit enter and provide the root password. And hit enter. So this install is configured. Okay. So repartition. So we have to press F11 to continue. So you can see the installation started. If you want to bring your mouse cursor outside, you have to press Control Alt. Let's pause the video and then we'll come back. Okay, so the installation is successful here. You can see. So what we have to do, we have to remove the media here. So for that, click on that the virtual machine name settings, and if we go to the DVD drive, so uncheck that. Click on uncheck the connect on power on connect. Click on OK, and then you have to click inside the console, hit enter to go for reboot. So the server will go for a reboot now. So let's wait for some time. In the meantime, I'll take the console out. So for okay, so we're taking the control console out. So Alt Control, it will bring the console outside the console and go to your Commserve, and then let me start this power on this Commserve. So we're waiting for the server to boot up, ESX host. Okay, so now we have, so the server is up now, but it has taken the IPv6 address. I don't want that IPv6, so instead I want to customize. So I'll press F2 here. So for that, click inside the console and function key F2, and it's going to ask me the password here that you created earlier, and click enter to OK, and can see that some information here. So down arrow, the management network is one that I want to configure. So hit enter, and you can see the network adapter here, and go a little bit down, IPv4, hit enter. So I don't want the dynamic IP, but I want the static IP. So click enter. So again drop down. So here you have to uh, you know so to select this, so you need to hit enter here. Okay, so you have to use the down arrow, and if you want that to get selected, you have to click on the space bar. So that's going to select the static IP. Now hit enter. You modify the, if you want to modify the changes here. So again, hit the space bar. Again, space bar. You have to use the down arrow and space bar. Again, the down arrow, and you want to select it. So space bar is the one that you have to use. 92.168.0 dot I would like to use some IP which is not in use by any other virtual machines in the VMware workstation, since I know the IPs of the other machines. So I'll be using 225. So go for the next down arrow, and this is fine, and default gateway. I would like to keep the same gateway that the Commserve is using. For that, let's go to your Commserve and try to open the network adapter. Sorry, so here you have to click on the network here, and network and sharing. Click on that Ethernet device, click on the details. So here you can see the DNS server IP 0.1, and yeah, so you can use that DNS server IP, and which is also the gateway. So the gateway and the DNS server IP is same. So you can click on close, and let's come back to the ESX and click inside the console. So this is okay for me. So, and yeah, so we have to hit enter. Yeah, and click on hit enter just to verify if everything is set correctly. Yeah, everything is set correctly. So okay, can click on the enter again. So come down. So IPv6 I want to disable. So, and you have to disable that. You have to use the space bar. So that's going to disable. Click enter, and you can see IPv6 disabled. And the DNS configuration, yeah, it has selected that IP address. So everything seems to be good now. So let's see what are the options here. So you wanted to escape for exit, right? You want to exit. You have to click inside the console and escape. It asks you an option. It asks you whether apply the changes and reboot the host. So you have to say yes here. And for selecting yes, so you have to shift Y. So that's going to apply the changes, and then it's going to restart the host. Okay, so you can see the machine is up now, and if you see that to manage the host, you have to go to this particular IP. So let's see if I can connect to this particular IP from my, from my home computer, which is my laptop, and I'm here. So 192. 168.225, right? Okay, I can connect to that, and this is the root user. I'll try to log in. Okay, now I'm able to connect, right? I don't want to join that. Click OK. So you can see here the virtual machines. Right now there are no virtual machines. So there is one device here, and see the local is a DVD drive, and then local drive one, which is 150 GB, and the networking part. This is the network management network and VM network. So if you wanted to see the storage part especially, so go to the test. So the capacity 21 GB. So it's only like you know. So I mean, 150 GB is the too high for me. So what I can do is that I can reduce the size to 50 GB, and then I wanted to create another two LUNs. I mean, two disks, like each of 50 GB, so that I can use that drive for creating a virtual machine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to shut down this, VSX host, and then we can add an additional drives. We can reduce this, not the original disk size, and then we can add an additional drives. So go to that power, and then shut down the guest. So it should shut down the guest now. Okay, the machine is shut down. Click on the edit setting. Go to the drive and try to reduce the size here. Uh, so might be we can click on that and say 50 GB. Okay, so let me see if I can. Okay, so it seems that in the VMware workstation we don't have any shrink option. So you can see that we cannot shrink that drive. So I'll be adding a new drive here. We'll go to the next. SCSI should be fine with default, and create a new virtual disk, and here you have to go for selecting a 50 GB drive should be fine for installing the you know I mean you can go for 50 GB should be fine if it is on Windows or Linux. Store as a single file. Click on next and go for the finish. Likewise, add in another drive. Again, hard disk drive, SCSI for the default. Create a new drive. Again, 50 GB and store as a single file. Click on finish. Okay, so click on OK now. So I show you here, and let's go to your uh, VMware workstation and power on the virtual machine. Okay, the machine is up. Let's go to again your okay. I'm trying to log in again because the machine got rebooted. So if I go to the storage and devices, now you see that additional 50 GB drive has been added here, right, along with the 150 GB drive. Yeah, that's it. So we'll see how to create a virtual machines in the next session.